전 지금 쓰고 있는 클립이 제일 마음에 듭니다.
BTS news. Shocking news again came from the South Korean entertainment world, especially from the world's most famous idol group, BTS. In a rare and unexpected moment, fan cameras captured a private conversation between two BTS members, Jimin and Jungkook, backstage at an important event. Jimin's words to Jungkook immediately caused a stir among the army around the world. Speculation sprang up, theory after theory was discussed on social media, and the fandom atmosphere became emotionally tumultuous. What exactly happened? Why did the phrase become so offensive? And will this have a big impact on the relationship of the BTS members? This moment came hours after BTS' stunning performance at a prestigious music awards ceremony in Seoul. As the members were getting ready to head to the waiting room, a fan camera accidentally fixed to the backstage curtain captured the intense interaction between Jimin and Jungkook. At first, it seemed like ordinary chatter. But suddenly, Jimin's expression turned serious and he said in a slow but firm tone, "You can't keep hiding, Jungkook. We need to talk, now." This simple phrase immediately ignited thousands of theories from fans. For some, the phrase sounds like a reprimand. For others, it's like the voice of someone who worries and cares. But whatever the interpretation, one thing is certain, it signifies something greater is happening between them. Jimin is known to be gentle, caring, and very close to all BTS members, especially with Jungkook, who often refers to him as one of the most influential people in his life. And so, when Jimin looks so serious and emotional, many wonder what is really going on behind the cheerful smile they usually display. Sources from backstage staff said that Jimin seemed emotional throughout the night. He looks more reserved than usual, several times pensive even when the camera is not looking at him. Jungkook also seemed nervous. Although their performance on stage remained as incredible as ever, there was an aura of tension that felt different that night. One of the makeup staff even mentioned that the atmosphere in the dressing room was a little tense before they performed. Usually they joke and laugh at each other, but this time it's different. Jungkook sat quietly while looking down, and Jimin only occasionally glanced at him. Jimin's words that were caught on camera went viral in just a matter of minutes. On Twitter, the hashtag #JungkookBackstage immediately became a world-trending topic. Armies from different countries began to speculate. Did they quarrel? Is Jimin upset about something? Or could it be related to the long-standing rumors about their personal relationship? It should be noted that Jimin and Jungkook's relationship over the years has always been in the spotlight. Their chemistry on stage is so strong, and off-stage, they are known to be very close. Many soldiers refer to their closeness as Jungkook, a combination of the names Jimin and Jungkook. They are often seen supporting each other, taking care of each other, and showing affection for each other. However, this closeness is also often the subject of speculation and rumors, which, unfortunately, are often exaggerated or even deviate from reality. Jimin himself once revealed in an interview that he and Jungkook have a very deep relationship, not only as friends, but also as family. "He's like a brother and a friend that I can always count on," Jimin said with a warm smile. Jungkook also once said that Jimin is a person who always understands himself without having to say much. "Jimin Hyung knows how I feel just by looking into my eyes," she said in a documentary. However, the backstage moments captured this time depict another side of their relationship, a rarely seen side, a human side, full of emotions, and perhaps also conflict. It is only natural that even two very close people occasionally experience disagreements or tensions. However, when this happens to two BTS members who are at the top of the world spotlight, the effect is much greater than imagined. Even more surprising, after the incident, Jimin and Jungkook both did not appear in the media interview session after the event. Usually, at least one of them is always present with the other members for a question and answer session or a group photo. But this time, both were absent. This, of course, further reinforces the suspicion that something serious is going on. Even RM, the leader of BTS, only gave a short answer when asked about the absence of Jimin and Jungkook. "They need time for themselves," he said quickly. The next day, Big Hit Music as BTS's agency released an official statement that was very short and didn't explain much. There is nothing to worry about. The members are in good shape and just need some time off. But this statement does not ease speculation, it only increases curiosity. Many feel that the agency seems to be covering up something bigger. Meanwhile, Jungkook's fanbase accounts began analyzing the scattered videos. Some fans meticulously read Jimin's lip movements, facial expressions, and even changes in tone of voice in the recording. There are those who conclude that Jimin's sentence was actually spoken out of great worry. "You can't keep hiding" could mean Jungkook is avoiding something important, whether it's personal, professional, or perhaps the emotions he's been harboring. A fan who is also a psychologist tries to analyze their interaction from the psychological side. Jimin showed high signals of stress and worry. His hands moved quickly, his facial expression tightened, and his tone contained emotional pressure. While Jungkook looked more passive, as if he was holding something inside himself. This is a typical dynamic in very close relationships, where one party feels the need to make the other aware of something that has been hidden. The question is, what is Jungkook hiding? Is it related to work pressure, personal life, or maybe a change in their relationship dynamics as BTS members? Or is this part of their process of emotional growth and maturity as mature men who have been through a lot together for over a decade? Not a few also called for the army to stop speculation and make room for both. We don't know what really happened. All we know is that they are ordinary human beings who have the right to feel, speak, and solve problems without having to become public consumption, wrote one senior fan. An adult attitude like this should be appreciated, especially in the midst of the boisterous world of social media, which often makes the situation more complicated. But despite all that, one thing is certain is that this moment shows the depth of the relationship between Jimin and Jungkook. Jimin's words may sound surprising, but behind them could be stored the incredible power of love, worry, and care. Not all relationships go smoothly without obstacles, even the most intimate ones. And it is precisely from small conflicts that maturity and sincerity are often tested and strengthened. Interestingly, 2 days after the incident, Jungkook uploaded a short message on BTS's official Weverse account. He wrote, "Sometimes what you need most is not an escape, but someone who reminds you to stay on your feet." This message was directly attributed by the army to Jimin's backstage interactions. Many believe that this is a form of indirect recognition of Jungkook to that emotional moment, and shortly after, Jimin uploaded a photo with Jungkook with a simple caption, "Always with you." The photo shows the two smiling broadly, as if nothing had happened. But for those who follow this story, the smile actually has a deeper meaning. A proof that they have passed a small storm and are now back on their feet together. This story is not just a sensational story about two world celebrities. This is a real portrait of complex and emotional human relationships. Behind the glare of the stage, the glitter of the lights, and the hysterical cries of the fans, there is a bond built with sincerity, struggle, and love. Jimin and Jungkook have proven that despite difficult moments, they choose to talk, be honest with each other, and still walk side by side.